Welcome back.
African girl, you really changed my life. You made me a better man and took my breath away. They can't replace you, girl, just imitation. But they won't fool the prince in me. Take me to the place where love is love.
How's everybody?
Take my breath away.
Hey, my glasses are dirty. I'm like, why can't I see?
All around the continent, holding your hands, and maybe one day we could own some land. Oh, African girl, you rock my world. I can never let you go, girl. Oh, African girl, you rock my world.
I'll give it a couple minutes. Join, bring some friends, give me some hearts. Oh, let me pause this for you guys. And that was African Girl by Keisha on his new album, African Prince. Welcome back to Sip and Sparkle TV. I've missed you guys so much, and I just had to come back on here, and I had to do my last week for the classes. I know you guys have been really looking forward to it. Thank you for all your love. You guys are bomb. First, let me start by saying that, as you know, I'm in a new setting. I'm trying something new, so let me know if you like this thing right here. But for those of you who do not know me, I am Sammy Chimanga. I am the lady boss of Sparkle Media Africa, where we handle public relations affairs for up-and-coming artists, entrepreneurs, nonprofits, etc., etc. Okay, so I'm doing this and this again because I am on Instagram Live as well. So, hi Instagram. So I'm gonna be like back and forth. But welcome back, y'all. It is the last week of the Music Business Class 101. You guys have been troopers for the last 4 weeks. You guys have took a lot of notes, asked a lot of questions, and you guys have requested a lot from me. So it made me step my game up. Just for you guys, I am stepping my game up. before we get started, y'all know the rules of the game. First and foremost, you must be sipping. So today's drink of choice is Karma Wellness Water. You guys have seen this on the show before. I had the blueberry flavor. Today's flavor is raspberry guava jackfruit. So you must be sipping. Secondly, any inappropriate comments will be blocked on site, no problems. And let's just have fun. This is our last week of class, so it's not going to be super intense like the first couple weeks have. But let's review what we've done the first 4 weeks. Let me see if you guys were paying attention. First week, we discussed management. We talked about talent management, artist management, what they do, what their roles are, and what their expectations, qualities, etc. That was week 1. Week 2, we talked about publishing versus distribution and the facets of each. Week 3, we discussed copyrights and all its facets. So we talked about a lot of copyright rules, like a lot. And then last week, we discussed royalties. So we talked about some coin, talked about the money. Yes, we did. So this week, final week, it's super easy. It's going to be super fun. And I think it's something we can all use a refresher course on, myself included. And that is social media and music. Yes! Who doesn't love social media? Yes. So we are going to be discussing social media and how it can help a musician's career. Now, I think a lot of people have, sorry guys, I'm like trying to mix my water. Told you I have to follow my own rules. See, it turns red. Turns red, it's pretty cool. Anyways, so social media and music and how it can help a musician's career. And not even that we're just going to say musician. Social media, first of all, comes in a whole plethora of platforms. We have Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Tumblr, SoundCloud, there's a plethora of them that I can't even name off the top of my head. But I told you the ones that I need to know. And think back to 2000. We're just going to put 2000. That was about almost 20 years ago. Wow. Okay. Think back to 2000 and think back to your favorite artist. I think at the time I was into the boy band thing. So, NSYNC, 98 Degrees. I wasn't a Backstreet fan. No, I wasn't. None of them did it for me. But I was into the boy bands. So imagine, like, if you wanted to ever access them, they seemed inaccessible because we had no way of reaching them unless we watched them on TV. So MTV TRL back in the day. If it was on BET, it was 106 in Park. Like, that was our only interaction with musicians, or unless you went to their concert or you paid a pretty penny to go see if you went to a concert, you went to see them, paid a pretty penny by going to their VIP event where it was like a meet and greet type of thing. Fast forward to 2017, I feel like all artists are accessible. Like, if they, think about it, if your favorite artist today does not have a Twitter, an Instagram, a Facebook, or something of the sort, you're thinking, what's going on? Like, even if they don't manage the account themselves, they have an account. So they're much more accessible to their fans. So putting that on to our up-and-coming artists, you want to be accessible to your fans. Your fans are what keeps you at work, gives you a job. Thumbs up if we agree. Hearts, guys. They're the ones, essentially, because they're the consumers, they're the ones putting you guys into work. So if you don't have fans, you don't have a job. Unless you're playing for your grandma in her kitchen, then okay. But essentially, there needs to be ears that hear what you're putting out. So with that being said, why it's so important that your social medias are Not private. I never understood the whole why musicians make their pages private. I don't get it, but whatever. You need to be consistent with all your social media. So if if my name is Sammy Chimanga, like my name needs to be Sammy Chimanga across all the boards. Like, and you need to be able to find me on Instagram. You need to be able to find me on Twitter. You need to be able to find me on Snapchat. You need to find me and be accessible, be available for your fans. Your fans want to feel like they can relate to you. Think about, we'll revert back to my 2000 example. While we felt like our musicians were here and we were here, like there was no balance, there was no way of feeling like we can relate to them. The only way we relate to them is probably through their lyrics of their song, and through a heartbreak, friend did you dirty, or whatever, we relate that to the music. Now we feel like with artists doing a lot of social media posts, their sense of style, their sense of fashion can be related, their lyrics, their lifestyle, what they've been through. Like, we, especially in this millennial digital age, we relate more to the story than the brand, if that makes any sense. Like, you look at your favorite brands and you think about why is it you like those brands, because you know the story, or your favorite social media mavens. Why do you like Karen Civil or Maya Elias or Maddie James? It's because we know their backstory, and we know we can relate to them on some human level, and that makes music and musicians a beautiful thing. It's because we want to feel like you're human. We want to feel like you're not invincible, or you can't be touched, and etc., etc. Yes, you guys are several dollar signs away from the norm, but we want to feel like I went through living in a one-parent household, or if I lived in the ghetto, or I was arrested, or but I've made something out of that. I didn't let that be my story or the end of my story. Us regular folk can relate to that. And so those strategy in and of itself is very, very key to why some of our big guys stay big, is because they follow these social media strategies and etc., etc. So use those platforms to your advantage. Engage with your audience. Don't act like, what makes me mad more than anything is when you tweet an artist, they don't tweet you back. No. You need to engage with your audience. So here's a sparkle tip. Set aside maybe an hour a day, and just tweet back to your fans. So if you pick out some tweets you liked or didn't like or whatever, spend an hour just retweeting, tweeting back, or Facebooking back, or liking, or commenting, or or even just going on Snapchat and snapping. Like, take an hour, use that to your advantage, and engage with your fans. That way your fans will stay loyal. Like, I know this is me, and I'm being completely transparent. The times that I've been stalking people on Twitter is my platform of choice, by the way, if y'all could not tell, hence the why I'm on Periscope. So Sakura is one of my favorite artists, okay? We all know this, everybody knows this, there's no denying it. Okay, so he tweets, there's a certain time that he will tweet you back. So guess what? I use that to my advantage, and I tweet him whatever nonsense I want to tweet him, and he tweets me back. And sometimes it's in the form of an emoji, or sometimes he'll actually say something. It depends. But me as a fan feel like, oh my goodness, he read my comment, because guess what? You have to read it. Like, you're not gonna, I don't know about you, but I can't just go on my Twitter and just hit a heart emoji after some. No, I have to actually read what they say. So that makes me as a fan feel like, oh, he tweeted me. Yes, it sounds a little like, really, Sammy? But yes, that's what that's what social media has done. That's the beauty of social media. It connects us in ways that it's traditional classroom wouldn't connect you, or a university wouldn't connect you, etc., etc. It's like, us as digital media personnel, like, some of our clients come through either word of mouth, or they come via social media. How do they come through social media? You have to be found, guys. You have to want to be found. If you want to stay in this music game, you have to want to be found. So with that being said, use those strategies to your advantage. If you are not sure about how to implement these strategies, I recommend y'all hire a social media strategist. So that could fall under somebody who's a publicist, or a marketer, or even a social media manager. That way they know their sole focus is social media. That is it. Here you go. That is a sparkle tip for the day. If y'all don't know what you're doing on social media, hire somebody. It's okay. Hire somebody and let it be known that, look, I want to be, and like I said, eventually those followers, if you brand yourself correctly, they will start being paying people. They will start paying for merchandise. They'll start paying for concert tickets. They'll start paying for not just basic concert tickets. They will pay for the VIP tickets, etc., the meet and greets. So use that to your advantage. Make yourself accessible to your fans. I cannot stress that enough, especially to my up and coming artists. Like, guys, if you don't get social media, whatever. But the one social media I feel like the two social media things I feel like every artist should utilize, that is SoundCloud and YouTube. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Some of the up and coming folks that are getting traction, you know where a lot of them were found? SoundCloud. Ding, 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 ding. SoundCloud, ladies and gentlemen. SoundCloud is becoming a place, and even myself, as sometimes I am a certified music junkie, and if I want to find sometimes some like just legitimately good music, SoundCloud. If it's not a big name person, SoundCloud. For sure, absolutely, SoundCloud. So, musicians, artists, get a SoundCloud. Thumbs up. Get a SoundCloud. Get a YouTube account, because it's nothing more janky than an artist that doesn't have either. Like, who are you again? Just like we're required to have websites, blogs, etc., etc. Get yourself a SoundCloud and update your SoundCloud regularly. So anytime you release a new hit, a new tune, put it on there. And it's so much easier when you have to send that content to a radio DJ, or to a blog, or to someone else. Guess what? That SoundCloud link is so easy to do, and it looks much more cleaner in an email than, we'll say, a WhatsApp message or something like that. So get yourselves a SoundCloud, get yourselves a YouTube account. Anytime you post the video, you put it up there. Anytime you come up with a new hit, post it on SoundCloud. Because like I said, a lot of the bigger stage folks, they're looking for artists to perform, and a lot of them go to SoundCloud. It's like, what's hot? Because SoundCloud has a system to where analytics are also done up, and so it's like, what are people listening to? What are people interested in listening to? What are they going to pay to listen to? So if you're not on SoundCloud, there's no way of people knowing if you're trending or if you're hot and you're not, whatever. SoundCloud, for sure. And like, SoundCloud's making some strides as well. Another facet of social media internet is streaming. Streaming, I feel like that's a whole nother video, and I'm not going to bore you to death with it. But I would for sure, as an artist, look into that. I think I might do next next series, which is 102, which is the advanced version of what y'all got for the 5 weeks, is the 102. We'll definitely go with about streaming. We're going to talk about streaming for sure. But that's one thing I feel like as an artist y'all need to look into. Look into streaming and look into Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, putting your stuff out there. That is for sure something you guys should definitely look into. Hold on, hold on, y'all. Put it this way. Oh, no, that's not what we want to do. So my connection went off on my Instagram live. Sorry, guys. Hey, Instagram, sorry. So, yes. So, look into streaming. So, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon. Look into that. Like I said, I can't stress this enough. The internet is your friend. The internet is your friend if you know how to use the internet. I'm telling you, Google, YouTube, etc. Such if you are not sure of something, if you are doing this by yourself, which a lot of you guys are, as up and coming artists, I'm telling you, ain't nothing wrong with Google, ain't nothing wrong with YouTube if you are not sure of something. So, with that being said, hi. With that being said, do yourself the favor, and I cannot stress this enough. As an artist, you need to do your research. Don't solely rely on your manager. Yes, they are there to help you and to guide you and to make sure that you make the correct decisions based for your career, but you yourself as an artist, as a musician, you need to be knowledgeable about what where your career is going. You cannot rely on somebody else to do that. If you want your career to take a different toll, you need to be in charge of that. That requires doing a lot of research and a lot of homework, a lot of reading, and a lot of asking questions. So that's that. I told you guys it was going to be a light, fun, semi-fun topic on social media and music. Like I said, some of my favorite, like, up and coming, some of my favorites, like, up and coming artists have come from SoundCloud. So I can't stress that enough. Have a SoundCloud account. I think that is it with that topic, you guys, and that is the end of our 5 weeks. You guys have been bomb, and because you guys are like amazingly good, I have a special treat. For everybody. Sparkle Media Africa will be offering classes online. Woohoo! Hosted and taught by yours truly. It is going to be on udemy.com. That is udemy.com. So, if you guys want the real, like, nitty-gritty of what I taught the last 5 weeks, it's going to, let me say this. Let me preface this by saying, if you want to take the updated or the more in-depth classes that is minus, so the 5 weeks that I taught you guys, completely free if you have a Periscope, completely free if you have a YouTube. But if you want more information, I'm going to be offering a class. It's called Music Bootcamp 101, and it's going to definitely drill in those topics that we discussed the first 5 weeks and then some. And there's going to be, reading material and etc. So definitely, if you guys follow me, I didn't even do that. If you follow me on social media, follow at Sparkle Media _CC. I'll have the link there in a couple minutes. As soon as my computer reboots, I'll send the link that way. And then if you follow my personal page at chic _Coco Bell, and I'll have that on there as well. I'll definitely, and if you follow my Facebook, Sammy Chimonga, that's going to be on there. And I told you guys that there was a name change, and if you guys were paying attention, I actually blew it out. So we decided to change our name. It's not really It's not significantly different. It's just that we decided, I think this will definitely, I guess, streamline our message, and I think it definitely would make sense. So we changed our name, officially changed our name to Sparkle Media Africa. Yes, guys, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all have not been seeing the hashtag SPMA, that is what that stands for. It is Sparkle Media Africa. And that decision was made a couple weeks ago. Well, we've been trying to keep it under wraps until everything was signed, sealed, and delivered. So, guess what? We are now officially Sparkle Media Africa. Thanks, guys. Yes, the name is finally out. I'm so excited because with that name change came a lot of new ideas, ventures, etc., etc. With that, I also have another announcement. We are going to, remember 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we said we were going to go to YouTube Live. Well, me and YouTube Live weren't getting along. We weren't. We weren't getting along. So, with that being said, we're just going to take the content from Periscope and just upload it to YouTube. Yes, the image might be a little funny, but I'm going to I learned how to edit, so we're gonna have fun doing that. And so all the live stuff will be put onto YouTube. Now, with that being said, there also is gonna be some perks.
Jamie.
Yes.
Hey, do you have one of the wooden chairs?
Yes, I do.
All right. Whenever you're done, bring it up.
Okay. So, one of the perks is that Sip and Sparkle TV is now on YouTube as well, and that is it's going to consist of interviews, reviews, anything African music, PR, media related. That's going to be what Sip and Sparkle TV is about, and we have new equipment, so we are definitely excited to get the ball rolling. The first couple episodes, that are not you'll find Sip and Sparkle TV will still be on Periscope, but it'll be more, media, PR related topics. But the YouTube part of it will be more of the fun lifestyle aspect of it. So definitely check us out. The first couple episodes have been filmed. They're getting edited, and they'll be on there for you guys to enjoy. So I think I am rambling, and it's been real this week. But we will resume back on Thursday to our regular scheduled program at 3 p.m. And that topic of the week is a music artist review. Y'all have to tune in to see which artist is getting reviewed and what song it is. Anyways, I love you guys. Bye. Bye. Sparkle on. Sparkle on.